Adam Bierman, Breezin with Bierman, Loren Lepre, the man of the hour. He's actually the more visionary commercial guy here, and he's helped, again, launch the show to higher levels. And he's our local Philadelphia film legend, Average Superstar Films, always working on something. Right now, Black Military is still in the news, and it's still
Black Military. We're the Black Military now. You're only in the film.
Like my soul, 7 lines, and now that will be edited out, but that's okay. Dark Military is still in the news, and what's going? You're still garnering in awards
Right now. Yeah, currently in the film world right now for Average Superstar Films, the Dark Military is on its 4th edit. We've had about nearly 30 press reviews. Things are going really good. We're also about 2.5 years in. And,
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like right at the end, we're doing our 4th edit, and we're going to be heading to sales. Hopefully, have it all ready for the world to see for this fall, for October, for Halloween, and then move on to the next. But there's a lot of dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and making sure, getting every little bit of kink out. Because when you put this much time in, and when you're an indie guy, you have to work extremely harder than everybody else. Because
when an opportunity comes, you can't blow it with a stupid kink or bad audio.
You have to be prepared. You got to have the right presentation. And I have like 6 ingredients to what I do. I have like myself, Loren Lepre, the actor, which I got Bierman Show, which I do here at Princeton University. I have Freedom Shorts.
We're Princeton town. We're the town of Princeton. The university is actually across the street.
See, now I messed up, so we're
He's from
one
Philadelphia. It's very, very provincial. No, I'm sorry.
Better than the Black Military.
You're a Flyer fan too, but we will discuss that. But anyway, Dark Military. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, but then you also have Freedom Shorts that I do, the Short Film Fest. I also have Liberty Massacre, another film fest that I do. Yeah, the Pennsylvania Hardcore documentary.
I know.
And the Dark Military. I have 6 ingredients, 6 gears moving at all times.
I know. I just don't get it. I know that when you live it, you learn it, you can do it, but still, that's a lot of balls and a lot of. I think your brain can only keep 15 things in
at
one
think
time.
So, and myself as the actor is the ultimate one that has suffered lately because of just when one area is strong, the other one's
right.
So it's hard to keep them all up. So now that the Dark Military is coming to an end, I kind of exhale and concentrate more on the film festival.
You must be a little tired of the whole thing, the production.
You are, because it's like a great quote from Orson Welles. He just says you spend 100% of your time trying to get 100% financing for your films to fight for 5% of it back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane. So why do I do this? Well, it's called legacy. You either want to do this or you don't.
Right. Because if you dwell on that, you're not going to do it.
You don't want to sit there in life at the end and say you didn't give it your all.
Exactly.
I got a network. I've come from the wrestling world. I understand what it was like to hustle.
He was a UCF wrestler.
UFC stuff. I mean, I was never in the UFC, but I did the MMA thing. But
I threatened you the first. I go, he better put me in his film, else I'm going to kick his ass. And you came in, you said I'm a wrestler too, and I was like, sorry, sir, I was just joking. But anyway, yes, that's the thing. Yeah, if you're going to be a cynic, you wouldn't do it because but then you'd never do it at all. You wouldn't be in the game. But you put heart, soul, sweat. It's been going on forever.
Yeah, even like 3 nights this week, and then I call myself the average superstar. Films comes from a nickname I had, Average Superstar. Like, hey, I do all this cool stuff. I was a wrestler. At conventions, I'm kind of where you need to be.
Yeah.
I train with all these MMA guys. I got all these ties, yet every morning I got to wake up at 6. You're just an average guy. I go right back. I'm blue collar. Right. So on top of that, when you get out, then this door opens.
Right.
And it just never ends. When you get out of work, you're literally running to your computer, running to your phone, and you don't know what's going to hit you.
Right, exactly.
You got a lot of masters to serve here.
And you have to get back to them, and you have to tell them things.
You have to get back to them, but it's another thing. It's like especially when you run a film festival, especially when it started, you have a lot of people that jumped on your wagon. It was like, oh, he's doing great. He's screening everybody's film. And after 2 years, you kind of sit everybody down. You're like, listen, I'm about to kick this up. We're going to get films in from around the world. I need all of us to be at the par. We all got to step up our game.
Right. And it's nothing personal.
It's not that personal, but when then they give you to the next project and it's not up to par, when you kindly deny them, it's betrayal.
Right.
It's betrayal to them. Oh, I supported you.
They refuse to see the other side of the coin.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, worried about what, I don't like to sound like the bagger because I'm not, but if you can't handle a rejection from me, how are you going to handle A-list?
Yeah, that's a good way to say it, though, too. And also, you were fair. You did give them time. You told them this is going to happen. And also, it's your baby. Just like if you got a job in Hollywood, what, you're supposed to give them jobs too?
No.
No, it doesn't work that way anyway.
No. That's the worst cutthroat world. So it's just like, hey, I know somebody. If it's a handsome guy or a handsome girl in their 20s, I know someone who's going to get me in there. No, because if you're just as good looking as them, they're not making competition for themselves. So let me get you auditions. That's never going to happen.
It's a mercenary world.
Yes.
You should expect that. And what they should say, you give so much for this show, so I feel I'm helping you. I'm giving you therapy.
Okay.
I want you to
give me some therapy.
No,
Mr.
what they should
Councilman.
say. You can't mention that. Don't say that.
Okay.
We don't know anything about it. I'm a conciliatory person. That's what you said.
Okay.
But what they should say is like, I understand and I wish you luck because you worked your ass off and you deserve to get to the next level.
Yes.
And what can I do to make my film better? If they know that you're an honest, straight, which you have always been, and authentic, they should actually be happy for your advice because you tell them what you're supposed to do and and stuff. And better luck next time, Charlie.
Yeah.
It's almost more like, well, F you. I got a life here too.
It is, but you also have to realize when you're coming into, not even just film, but anything. Anytime you're a boss, you're either going to be, when you're taking care of everyone, you're loved. When something goes wrong, someone doesn't get a raise, someone doesn't get a part, someone doesn't.
Right.
All targets are on you.
Yeah, especially again, and also, but you have. I've seen you've always been fair. You've been really straightforward and transparent, and also you've told people what direction we're going.
Yep.
So it seems really childish on their part.
Well, usually the people that don't like you, they don't last long.
Right. Anyway.
They'll go on to something else.
What is average? So, you're getting so many. Last time I talked to you, and I remember I wanted to go to the last film, but I had illness in the family. You're getting. I've talked to other people. I do some due diligence on you.
Very good.
I got you. I have to. But you're getting more, and you're also a victim of your success there because it's more work, and you have to reject more films, but you're getting more films.
You get more films right now for the next Freedom Shorts, which will be this is my 6th year going in 2018. Yeah. I got the most selections, like the most submitted
from around the
films.
world.
From around the world.
Yeah.
So the longer you're around, the more videos they see of you and everything. Good to have very good promotional reels. People need to see your festival. So I see a lot of festivals where it's just like they just have pictures in front of their banner, but you don't see the venue.
Right.
I like to get my camera and move.
These people really are.
I have these. I've been doing the last year at 3 different venues. You need to see all that. The filmmaker should know what they're submitting to. When I was submitting Dark Military to some of the
that's a legacy. That's a testimony to your legacy.
Yeah. But when I'm submitting my film, because to festivals, I'm looking at every picture, and if I'm not seeing the location itself, it could be a little bit dicey.
Yeah, you've been there before. You're an educated consumer because you've been there before.
Yeah, I've also realized, and this is sad to say to fellow filmmakers, that there's film festivals that aren't even looking at your film. One of the best, when you have a film on YouTube, that's not the best professional way to host your film. But if you could get it on Vimeo, when you have a Vimeo account, you could track if your film was viewed the day and how long the time was. Right. Now, if you submit it to about 12 different festivals and you get rejected by 3, but you see it was played once, well, one of them gave you a shot. 2 of these people just took your money and ran. Right. But you can't tell where it came from. But it's such a sad world with that. It's just like there's people out there just looking to get the submission fee and not even watch. Yeah,
it's a new world. The fragmented. Because you've all these, you've so many film festivals, and some of them are just blunt. All they want is money, or these are people who think they know what they're doing.
I think it's a little of everything. I think you got people who know exactly what they're doing. You got the ones that think they know what they're doing, and you got some that are just
scam artists. Maybe.
Scam artists. I always say, if you've been around a while and you're giving out paper awards at the end of the night, you're just out for the money. I was giving out paper awards when I first started, but there was no money at the beginning. Right. Now that I'm on Film Freeway, I get money. Everybody gets a plaque.
And you're at the Trocadero in downtown Philly.
Yeah, that's rent.
Yeah.
Marketing is rent. You want to get back to the filmmakers and everything. And at the same time, you got like filmmaker. I accept about 40 films each event. At the end of the night, I don't know how this seems to work out this way. I swear, I might get a couple filmmakers come up and say thank you. And then the rest of them go out the door.
You're kidding me.
You never hear from again.
That's really rude.
It's really rude.
It's like coming to your house to a party and never acknowledging
and not thanking you.
Yeah.
But there's some people that they only will talk to you when they need to they have another film.
That's so short-sighted. And from a business sense.
Business sense, but at the same time, I've been doing this for, like I said, 6 years. I now communicate with like 100 filmmakers from around the world that works to my advantage.
Okay, I have to stop you now. Doing your therapy, you're running on adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
You're obsessed with perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a little manic?
As being depressed?
Yeah.
No. I can't do that, because even the few times a year you might get down a little bit, the fact that I even took a knee, once I get up, it's like
that's just you.
I get green and turn right into the Hulk, and I go even further.
So how do you renew yourself? How do you renew your batteries? What pleasure do you get?
Because it's like right now I could actually say this is a positive thing with the Dark Military fourth edit going on 2.5 years in. Every kink that I stared at that film, I'm like, it'd be cool if we could do this or edit it this way, or
it's not overanalyzing.
Yeah. My editor Steve Curio sometimes like, dude, stop. But at the same time,
you can always find something wrong.
Look with George Lucas, how many times he ready to edit those first 3 Star Wars films. The Ewoks. Now I can make them blink. He goes back in and makes them blink. So I think every director has that. But it's legacy.
Do you have a Walter Mitty fantasy though, which somewhat plausible, but that something might happen? That talent meets what's the line? Talent meets not luck, but chance. You think always in the back of your head?
I think there's always people staring at you. I always think people have their eye on you.
Really?
So that's one of the things I'm very big, like clean on social media. No one ever knows if I was ever a Republican, a Democrat, or a third party.
Right.
Just say his
name. Keep that in the back burner.
And keep it and focus on your work. They should hear your name and know your work. But at the same time, if you got a little bit of an edge to you, there's a ceiling with that, but don't hide that.
Right.
Because in case anyone ever sees, like, don't.
Right.
You have to know what ceiling not to crash through.
But why alienate anyone when you don't have to? You don't have to discuss Donald Trump right now.
No.
You don't have to make grandiose. I consider myself liberal, but any self-righteous, diatribes drive me crazy on Facebook.
Yeah.
People just want to hear it. Yeah. You're here making your films and everything.
I'm all about that. And, if you side with something, sometimes like, hey, I'm for abortion or I'm not for abortion, you could have someone who strongly had money over here. I know someone who said the word white privilege and had like $100,000 set for the film. The investor took it away.
I could believe it.
Over just one wrong sentence, and I'm like, why did you open your mouth?
Yeah. And you didn't have to. Yeah,
you didn't have to.
Right. It wasn't all your integrity and character and everything. You didn't have to say it. You didn't have to broach that right now.
And I was always also a big believer on don't say anything until it's positively happening.
Yeah.
Like the ball's rolling. And so many people like, I wrote a script. Hey, and they made a Facebook page for their film, and they have no money. At all. I'm like, just stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
First of all, you've been hit over the head. You know it can go wrong. Even with, anything. You might have a good intentions. You might even think it could happen, but it's all theory until you really start doing something and get hit with a lot of issues that can come up.
And when the Dark Military is finally done and out, the end of this year, nobody at all has any clue to what I'm up to next, because I don't want to speak it. Because up until then, something could go wrong.
And you don't want to be a poser either.
No.
Because I don't want to hear posers anymore. All these people tell me grandiose things. But it's true. Show me something before. It's just still talk until you show me something.
It is. And to top of it all, if my job's not done with the Dark Military, I got to go through all this distribution stuff. I can't be looking at
Now, who helps you with all that? No. I'll stop again. I'm trying to catch him. Stop. Girlfriend, opposite sex. Do you maintain a healthy relationship?
Well, I can tell you right now, for any relationship, family, the film business isn't for you. It most likely it will fall.
Right. So it's like politics, being a surgeon. That's your mistress. It's your master.
It takes up that much of your time.
If you're going to do it right.
Yes. I know tons of, especially actors and actresses, like their marriages will all fall apart because they're usually sooner or later the ultimatum comes up of like, it's either the business or me. And they always choose the business.
Really?
I always see that.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, and to top it off, like, you're a family man. Your kid might have something. Someone could call you and be like, Adam, you got to take this part. It's got to be today. Oh, it's my daughter's graduation. Exactly. So it's like you have a giant. If you say no to those big producers at the time,
and I want you to know, I've written down all your suggestions. You notice sometimes they're not implemented. Mm-hmm. That's why. Mm-hmm. because I don't have the time to devote to figure out. And not maybe I couldn't do them all because of various reasons. But yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wish I could clone myself and put myself in other areas, but every day you got people that are writing you just asking basic questions. How do I get an LLC? Same way I got an LLC. I Googled it.
A little initiative here.
Yeah,
please.
It's like I can't stop for everybody. So when people are writing me for all these questions and I don't answer you, I'm sorry. I have to have time to breathe and drink water.
And not that I'm as accomplished as you are in the business. No, I've noticed that people, I don't even know if they realize they've gotten a little lazy. They just think, I'll ask them, and then they think that you explain everything and hold their hand. It's like you're an adult. Yeah. And these days with the internet, you can Google how to do an LLC. You can get a WikiHow with pictures to break it down to you.
Yes.
It's right there.
The internet's really there. You could YouTube half steps.
Oh,
half
yeah,
the times,
and then play it 3 times if you didn't understand it and everything.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you are a charismatic doer. Not that you're a bad person, and not that you're not out to help people, but people see that he'll take care of it. Loren take care of it. Loren will do it.
Yeah.
Like my dad used to say, Bob's going to, because at the end of the day, Daddy would take care of it. The plumbing, or he'd call someone. We were kids and everything. And then, he was the man. You seem like the guy, since you are like Sally Tazelaar too. You go A to Z and touch all bases. You get it done.
Yeah. Well, and then you sometimes, like, coming off the hot hand of the dark military, I had people hit me up to be in their films, and it'd be like, oh, we're filming like 90 minutes away. Yeah, no problem. And I had one that was a vampire western that was given a role, and I said, okay.
I could see you.
I said okay. And then they sent me a link to where you could buy Western clothes. So I said to them, I go, well, where's?
Thanks.
I said, where's? I go, what's the budget? Like, where's the cutoff with the clothing? And they're like, oh no, you got to buy it all yourself. I'm like,
what the hell?
I go. Well, who am I getting put up? Am I getting reimbursed for any of this? I go, plus the gas. They're like, no. And I said, well, I go, we got a problem here. 5 minutes later, you're no longer in the film. I swear to God, this happened. I swear to God, this happened to me.
It doesn't hurt to ask, but I could see why. If they looked at your resume, you're probably a little too busy to deal with all that stuff.
I look at is for actors out there, if there's a film that has names attached to it, and they're asking you to do work for free, and it's shot on red, that's something I wouldn't mind doing. I'm still in that category. I would work free if it was shot in red and there's names. If they're
shot
not
in red,
shot on the red camera, like the CAD RAM, it's like the top camera out there. There's a few versions of it.
You're talking about higher level productions.
Higher level productions.
Right.
The F word's still out there for me, free. It's not that. It's not
It'd be something quality.
It's not quality. But if someone's just like, hey, we're shooting this short film, and you're driving to and from, and
you should be happy.
Their food is going to be Domino's Pizza for 5 straight days, and they have no plan for marketing.
I've run into that one before.
It's just like, get out of there. And an actor should be holding all these directors in check for anything that does not come out.
Go your database, report IMDb, whatever. Just report them. Stay away.
I don't know. I don't even know if you could do that in IMDb, but I'm just saying more in general.
What are we saying here?
That is Average Superstar TV, episode 9.
Oh my God!
And that's the director, and that's me. Speaking of his film, and this is called Gold Medal.
Gotcha.
And that's.
It's just too much. You're a
Villanova.
You're a
Villanova
media
movie.
omnivore.
Yes.
You're eating everything.
You eat everything. You eat everything, and you also look at, like, with the filmmakers that I have met through my film festival that have like 100 laurels and won all those awards. Those are the people to stay in touch with. You need to network with those people. Those are the people. So we're like, oh Lord, come out to networking events anymore because no one's doing anything.
Right.
Locally, anyway. That I know of.
It's just really a waste of your time.
It's a waste of your time. If I can get a night just to sit still, and then top it all off when you're at this level, and I don't think this is some major level, I'm proud of everything.
No,
I've
but
done.
you've achieved a local legend, serious credibility film level, and you know the business.
Thank you much. But when I go to these local, it's just everybody running, trying to get something off me. I'm like I'm here to get acting roles and get funding. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not here to. Sorry, I'm not here to help
you. And you still have your day job. That's why it's a crazy business.
I know.
Just stay and actually get paid to do this. It's hard, and you even get paid. It's still. I talk to people out in L.A. The Actors Guild, 9% might work, 3% only work consistently.
Yes.
And that means really 93% are just
And it's also like time's up. The 80s actors, when the 90s come, they like literally shut the door on them. And the 90s actors, when that end, they shut the door on them. That's why I always said if I was getting a major check, That's all I want to do is pay my house off.
Right,
And if
right.
I got more, I just want to buy more real estate.
It's
because
really-
there could be a day where I'm the cool. Maybe I'm. It works out for me. I
You
don't
get
know.
3 years on a
Maybe I'm the
sitcom.
cool guy, and everybody money. One day they could be like, you know who's lame? Loren.
Right.
Done. And you're out. And you blew all your money.
That's what I saw. I saw a sitcom act, and my friends were telling me, I won't even do names, not that they're to me. Who, like, to me, average show, I saw you're on TV. You must be rich. You're going to be famous. No. They had their money, they blew it, and they have not got apart.
Yeah.
Joey Lawrence, I used to watch that show with Joey Lawrence, Blossom.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't. I thought he was funny too. He never got another job.
Yeah.
He was honest about it. He did Dancing with the Stars. That guy was a major star.
Yeah.
For years. He's on Tiger Beat. Not that I bought.
You're right. Look at the cast of The Sopranos. They were all good actors, but they're all typecasted.
That's why
It
what's
was
his
hard
name?
for 'em to
Tony
find work.
wanted to give him as much money as possible.
He held out for that reason.
And people, so you can't go, I'm going to help you. No, I got to strike. You can't help your cousin
Yes.
in Schenectady. You got to hit while the iron's hot, make as much money as you can. You don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. And don't buy too big a house and or get a coke habit.
I know. There's no problem with holding all your money, and then if it ends, at least you know your budget.
Right.
Of what ceiling not to crash.
And these
through.
days, too, fame goes longer. You can show up. Like I'm going to horror.com, thanks to you, on March 3rd, New Jersey Horror
Yes.
Con. You're going to be there. You can show
gonna
up
hang out.
and,
Yep.
and do things. So why do you do I appreciate what you've done, but I say this is humble. Why do you do my show, though, still? I hope it helps you in some way.
It does help me in some way. I think it's a good way to reach new viewers. I think you need a shot.
Have you, though?
I think you need a shot in the arm.
Oh,
yes.
I did. Yeah, I didn't have the time to do. Really,
yeah.
I don't.
So I'm always here to help. Plus you're all heart.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't think you're all going home at night and Adam's kicking back in a chair and going, that sucker. I just don't think that's in you.
No.
Exactly.
No. That's why I hope I don't bother you. Every time you come, I'm like, oh my God, I make this guy. No,
It's
you wouldn't
just
do it. You didn't want to do it. But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You I hope you get something out of it. And I feel bad. I can't always do. You have great ideas. Like other things are going on in my life besides the family, and it's hard to implement shit. Let's stop at everything. That's good. So I won't have Patrick give you a rub. I was going to have Patrick, the male masseuse here, give you a thing.
It's okay.
Has this therapy helped you, though? Have you vented? Have you?
Well, literally, when I leave here, I go right back into
But
what?
Your mind's not stopping.
It doesn't
It's
stop.
not healthy.
It doesn't stop.
I worry about you, dear. Darling, I worry about you. No, it's not
I'm
healthy.
healthy. I work out all the time. I eat really good.
But you have that, what you need. You have that one gear, but since you have it, you can't stop. When do you ever set? I mean, I'm not asking you to go to Hawaii, which you did, and just for 3 days not say a word and stare at a wall. But how do you? Oh, you're just happy being the workaholic.
Anyone who's ever been to my house knows my yard, like how my place is zen. It's pretty unique. That gets me through a lot.
Okay. Okay. So if I went,
It's like therapy.
Oh, it's therapy. I got
therapy.
you too.
Yeah, it's pretty therapy.
Give me some bona fides. Promote. When's the next Average Superstar Films?
Right now we got Freedom Shorts 18 and we got Liberty Massacre 5 coming up, and those dates are tentative. They're about to move more into
I plan to
summer.
be there. Again, I was
Yes.
going to be to the last one, but I had some family illness.
Princeton will be the first one to hear when I get the final date.
Okay. Dark Military will propel me into major stardom. I hope.
think it is. Yeah. The network's already asking who's that handsome man. That was the
What about?
Anchorman.
Can I always ask? I've asked you this before, and I still. How come you haven't decamped to L.A.? It's not worth it. You don't see it. You don't have a game plan.
It's. I can tell you right now. Number one, a lot of the business is leaving L.A. because of the tax incentives all around the country. Even Philly's just.
But I've been
went
hearing
up.
that for 20. I'm not saying but I've been hearing that for 25
Atlanta's
years.
got all the TV shows.
Vancouver.
And everything.
Really,
Yeah,
it is true.
But one of the biggest things is, I I have some ties in L.A. But compared to here, for me to easily get a building around here, compared to doing it in L.A.
Oh, I
it's
see.
You know what I mean? Insurance
You'd
is
have
a
to
lot
have
higher.
you have to have a serious game plan to make it worth
I'm
your
just
while.
a bigger. I don't like a bigger fish in a small pond.
What you could go to L.A. and nothing could happen for a year,
Yes,
and then you lose everything.
I can
here.
get in line, and as far as actors, I mean,
Right.
I could be in a line with 200 guys that look at me that are younger and prettier.
Or, I could see you in the producing end, though. I could see you that
I never wanted to produce. All I wanted to do was act. This was just all something
that would be
I
now,
did.
I'm being an advocate now. I go from therapist to mentor, advocate. I could just see you. I know you know more about the business and how to get into it. I could see you being a producer from day. I mean, because you get the job done, and you
Yes.
you seem to like the game.
I'm for sale. I mean, the conventions have looked into me. There's a lot of possibilities out there.
No, from what I've seen with you, because I would love to hire you because I wouldn't worry.
Yeah.
Because if you could do everything yourself, you would, so you wouldn't have to worry about someone else.
I'm also like very big on winning. I just
you play to
if
win.
there's something in my way, a challenge, I will do everything, go over the top to get it.
That's
to
why.
win.
Why couldn't you slowly? Wouldn't give up your day job or your legend status here, but slowly see if you would negotiate from strength. You already have your job and your life here, and see if you could find that niche producer or something out there, even if it's for a couple of months.
It is, but if I'm up to my normal day job, I'm up to a month vacation. Mm-hmm. But what if I went to LA just looking for work, and then
it would all go.
That's how I spent that 1 year, like trying to get work when I'm supposed to be on vacation.
Right. I got you. You can't do it from here.
You could. Well, I am doing it from here, but but if they want to see you, it's just like kind of going to New York constantly for auditions. You're going up the Hamilton Station. You're paying to park there. You're paying for the train round trip. You're spending money to go read. And if they like you, they're probably calling you back 4 more times.
Right, and you still might not get the job.
You're spending $200 to go read.
Even worse, they might be set to hire you. Then the writers or producers, we want to get someone with blonde hair. We change the family.
Or they just scrap the part. Or they just scrap the part.
Just like that.
So, and in order to that, you need to take. We need you there at 2 in the afternoon. I got to take a day off. I got to take a day off of my job, which I value. I value every minute I get to myself. So that's instead of a normal vacation day.
Right.
I'm traveling. I'm working to maybe get work.
Right, with the ambiguity is rather high. Agent.
I think it's really important too, like to have on your website too, to have constant updates and a good log. I have like 50 pages on my website of everything that I do.
Yeah, I've seen. That's almost obsessive. You just, keep it fresh.
It is, but if there's a producer looking to ever fund your film,
that's true.
They're dissecting you because when
true.
someone comes
true.
to me and tells me what they are, I am Googling.
See, I kept on forgetting again. That's very true. You have to. That's another thing, but you have to do it because you don't know what. Maybe nothing happens, but if something does and they don't see you keep it fresh, they're like, "What the hell is this?"
I've had also too,
that's how I feel when I look at people.
We're in the world where you have to challenge everybody. So when I'm at like conventions and someone comes up like, "Oh, you made this movie Dark Military," where I'm marketing all my stuff. They're like, "Oh, I'm a cinematographer." They give me a card, and then they say, "By the way, my site's outdated," and I'm like, literally want to hand the card back. Like, you're showing me you're not putting
serious.
heart in anything. I don't need to see this.
No, exactly.
You know.
I know that when I see websites that are on, believe me, and I won't discuss that.
Just be on top of that, because, Yeah.
I always try to do something, well, not as much as you, but at least a couple times a week. I do something, even if I pull something out and stuff. It's not as, but I do. People won't take you seriously. I don't take you seriously. And I see some websites I want to run away from.
Oh, gosh, yeah. They're just beyond outdated.
Yeah, outdated, and they're cluttered. I can't.
You kind of want to be hip, You want everything you're doing to be current.
It tells you something, but
Yes.
it also tells you something. I look at some websites, even this station, I go, what is this station trying to tell me? Is it about the shows? Is it about this club? I don't even know. It should tell you a story. It should be pleasing. It should be hassle-free.
You have to have the answers, too.
Oh, I remember that actor. He was in he played Suge Knight.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes, that's our lead role, our Marcos Taylor.
And I like the fact you interviewed us on set and everything. I talked about Zombie. I'm Zombie Dad.
Yes,
I think
that will be on the Blu-ray DVD.
And the zombie penis is falling off. I might have mentioned.
Yes.
And stuff. See.
So I think we're getting another sign.
Oh, we have to wrap it up.
That's what
I
that
hope
means,
this has been therapeutic for you.
Yes, it was fun.
And do you need more money for the IMDb?
You got it, or a waffle.
I'll send you a check. No. Well, this is the great Loren Lepre, and you should dissect what he just said, because there's a lot of education about the film business he just said, and of anyone who's aspiring out there. And
you can see every little thing that I do at AverageSuperstarFilms.com. Stop by.
Go to his website and his blog, and I'll also see not the Black Military. That's my soul.
That's the sequel.
The Dark Military. 2 years of labor and love, a baby he wants to get rid of, but he can't because it has to be perfect. The great Loren Lepre, the reason why more people watch Breezin with Bierman and will be whatever.